Imagine waking up to a world where your internet access is dictated by a government-approved list of websites. Sounds like a dystopian nightmare, right? Well, for many in Russia, this is becoming an unsettling reality. This fall, after months of intermittent mobile internet shutdowns, a so-called whitelist of Kremlin-approved sites has emerged as the new normal. Allegedly implemented to counter Ukrainian drone strikes, this system allows access only to a select few platforms while cutting off the rest of the web. But is this a step towards security or a slide into censorship? We asked our readers in Russia to share their experiences with this new system, and their responses are both revealing and alarming. But here's where it gets controversial. While some see the whitelist as a necessary evil, others view it as a dangerous precedent for controlling information. Is this a temporary measure or the beginning of a broader crackdown on internet freedom? Let's dive into what our readers had to say. Voronezh. The whitelist went live here on September 16th. While mobile internet was down, some services like VK, Wildberries, and even the Express Messenger still worked. Objectively, it's better than nothing, like having a flashlight during a power outage. But the thought that someone might decide this is enough and that no one needs other sites is deeply unsettling. To access non-whitelisted sites, I rely on home internet with a VPN, constantly toggling it on and off. It's a frustrating game of cat and mouse. Nizhny Novgorod. Some whitelisted services work, like Yandex and VKontakte. But others, including the government's public services portal, Gosuslugi, and banking apps, don't. I'm completely dissatisfied. To access other sites, I'm forced to rely on public Wi-Fi at smart bus stops, malls, and other hotspots. It feels like a step backward. Krasnoyarsk. I've had to adapt by calling taxis from home and downloading podcasts in advance. Everyone in my neighborhood gathers in supermarkets just to use their free Wi-Fi. Even taxi drivers try to catch a signal while asking for directions. It's a strange, almost comical situation, but it highlights how disruptive this has become. Anonymous, Volgograd region. I first encountered the whitelist a few days ago. From 10:30 p.m. to 6 or 7 a.m., Megaphone was completely down, except for calls. On Beeline, only Rutube, Ozon, Yandex's search site, and Zen loaded. Trying to open Google? No luck. But Yandex worked instantly. Honestly, it's infuriating. Reliable sources of information, video games, Wikipedia, ChatGPT, cloud services, Twitch, everything I use stopped working. I avoid those subpar Russian services whenever possible. Even Google Play was down, so I couldn't update my apps. Initially, during shutdowns, nothing worked. Now, with the whitelist, things are slightly easier. At least I can watch a movie at home in the evenings. I don't have wired internet, so I relied on mobile data and a router with a SIM card, which stopped working in June. In September, the whitelist appeared, and now I can at least order a taxi. To access other sites, I use free Wi-Fi in cafes, hookah bars, and public places, along with a VPN for certain resources. Anonymous, Barnaul. For basic needs, the whitelist is enough. But the constant sense of control and pressure is overwhelming. It feels like surveillance. I need open access to tools like Telegram, Instagram, and YouTube for work. Sometimes, if I connect to a VPN over Wi-Fi and switch back to mobile data, the VPN stays active and everything loads. But through the whitelist itself, my VPN services won't start. Ulyanovsk region. Our company enabled the whitelist on the tower near our workplace, and it's rarely turned off. Available services include Gosuslugi, Beeline's customer portal, Wildberries, Ozon, and Yandex Music, none of which I use. Most people in the region haven't even noticed the whitelist, but my colleagues and I are the lucky ones. We pay the same subscription fee as everyone else, but now our content is high quality and vetted. To access non-whitelisted sites, we have to wander around with our phones held up to the sky, hoping to catch a signal from a neighboring tower. It's like being a kid again, standing on a stool by the window to get a signal. A strange kind of nostalgia. Anonymous. Omsk. Need for the rest of the internet. Banking apps don't work. Not even Yandex Pay. At home, Wi-Fi is an option. But elsewhere, it's like stepping into the Chebernet era. I can't help but feel the whole country will soon experience this. First, they restrict mobile internet. Then, everything else. I can only imagine the money to be made from this whitelist. Want your site visible again? Pay up. It's a troubling development. And this is the part most people miss. While the whitelist might seem like a temporary solution, it raises larger questions about digital autonomy and government overreach. Is this a glimpse into a future where internet access is tiered and controlled? Or is it a necessary measure in times of conflict? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you see this as a justified security measure or a step towards censorship? Share your opinions in the comments below.